Vamos a analizar, vamos a continuar hablando de estrategias de inversión, foco puesto en el impacto arancelario de esa guerra comercial entre Trump y China, también esos futuros aranceles que se podrían imponer en México, en Canadá, también en Europa. Lo vamos a hacer con Shaan Raithatha, economista senior en Vanguard, pero me acompaña para hacer esta entrevista mi compañero Pedro Fontaneda, toda tuya. Buenas tardes.
Muy buenas tardes. Efectivamente, uno de los temas que más está preocupando ahora mismo a los inversores es esos aranceles, pero también cómo se pueden aprovechar desde el punto de vista de la inversión. Shaan Raithatha, economista senior in Vanguard. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, hello, Shaan. What is the immediate impact of tariffs on investor sentiment and trading activity on Wall Street?
Yes, well, I think the main impact is a lot of volatility. We've had a huge amount of uncertainty in the past few days and past few weeks, and we can expect that to continue for the next few weeks as well.
And what are, Shaan, the potential long-term implication of a protracted trade war fueled by tariffs for the stability and growth of Wall Street?
Yes, I mean, that really remains to be seen. I would say that there are really supply-side factors driving markets at the moment, as opposed to the normal demand-side regime that we've been used to. It's not only tariffs, it's of course the potential for AI to transform the way we live as well as the way we work, and also what's happening in energy markets. And it's really the confluence of these three forces which will determine how markets react over the coming months and years. So I would say that if we look back throughout history, generally speaking, protectionist measures such as tariffs don't tend to have too much of a long-term impact on investment outcomes for long-term investors.
And Shaan, is how to take advantage of this situation from the investor's point of view?
Yes, I think that's true. I mean, it's very difficult, one, to predict what's going to happen. And we've seen this numerous times throughout the current administration's time in government, but also in other examples such as Brexit in 2016 or in the first election of Donald Trump in 2016 as well. So it's very difficult to predict what will actually happen. And then even if you get that right, it's also very difficult to predict what the market reaction will be. And we saw that actually maybe counterintuitive market reactions happened back in the 2016 playbook. And so it's doubly difficult to predict what's going to happen for markets.
And how should investors adjust their medium-term investment strategies to account for the potential disruptions and opportunities caused by those tariffs?
At Vanguard, we'd advocate that long-term investors actually don't tweak too much. They maintain discipline, they have that strategic focus, and they stick to their investment principles to achieve their longer-term goals. That said, if you're an investor willing to take a bit more model risk and allow your asset allocation to time vary, then you'd look at how valuations and fundamentals are changing as a consequence of the current narrative with regards to trade tensions and also other shocks, and adjust that accordingly. At Vanguard, we have a slight tilt in our asset allocation towards fixed income. We think that they're offering quite an attractive risk reward relative to global equities at the moment. And so we'd advocate, if you do want to take some model risk and asset allocation risk, you tilt towards fixed income rather than equities.
And from Vanguard, what are the expectations in short term with the political events, and although in Trump's administration, in this short term, for these first months of this year?
Well, it's very difficult to tell. I mean, there's a huge amount of uncertainty. I mean, no one can predict what is going to happen in the short term. Though what I would say is, especially in the US equity market, valuations do look somewhat stretched. We do have profit margins also being elevated as well. There's a lot of good news being priced in. So there's a real tension emerging here between, quite stretched valuations on one side, but that momentum from growth stocks and in particular big tech continuing on hopes that AI will continue to fulfill its potential. And that's really the tension in the market that will dominate this year. And clearly the economic and policy risks, including how far tariffs go, will determine which of those wins out, momentum or overvaluation.
Shaan Raithatha, senior economist on Vanguard. Thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.